back at the 27. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading them out, entering the league as a third-round pick, Brock, and one of college football's all-time passing leaders, Dillon Gabriel.
He enters the NFL with over 60 career starts. How about 155 touchdown passes, a Division I record, Caden almost 18,000 yards, and I wonder, can he use all that experience the same way Bo Nix did as a rookie in Denver? Only time will tell.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Off the play action, here's Gabriel. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Gabriel the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the Jets' sweep from the start, and they nail it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down run by Ford. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And on third down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Looking from the gun, it's Gabriel. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
It's 4th
Well, I
down.
am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. In there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Gabriel. Looking for a target. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Gabriel here from the gun. Can't connect on the short throw. It's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. That's caught. Devon Achane. It's a short pickup to the 20. And it's Carson Swessinger who got over there for the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running with Achane out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Darren Waller. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Man in motion, headed right. Tagovailoa on first down. This is complete to Waller. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action with Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted.
Recovered by the offense.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They've got first down from the 31. A give up the middle to 4. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with 4. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. The throw now. Here's Gabriel. Finds him over the middle. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
2nd and 4. Buys time, rolling right. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Gabriel setting up to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Gabriel's going to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Malik Washington. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's a give on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We've got dime on 3rd down. 2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On his own lead, here's a gift to Ford. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another one for Ford. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Gabriel. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They've got first down from the 31. They run the counter to Achane. Jukes one defender. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a jet sweep. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Waddle makes the catch. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Dolphins.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Achane. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
To throw, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa now. The Browns close in and take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick by Patterson is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Tagovailoa dumped off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Gabriel now. Catch made left side by Judy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Browns are lined up to punt. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. Fields this at the 19. He breaks the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Tua. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Browns in a dime set. 3rd down coming, trying to lock up those passing lanes. Now Tua to throw. Gets this one to Waller. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Gabriel. He puts some juice on it deep. They connect on the deep shot. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Gabriel here from the gun. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Dolphins got it. He's at midfield. Quick thinking and a great effort. Brock adds a bunch on that fumble return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Miami offense headed out there now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
They're set up at the 35 now. H.A. a first down carry. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with H.A. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Forward, straight ahead. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns need some big yards in a hurry. Going on 3rd down, Gabriel. He's running for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Takes out a 1-stop. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. First and 10 now from the 30. Tua off the play fake. Excellent protection so far. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Achane from the pistol. There's a lane past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He can run it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 44-yard look. The kick by Patterson is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first two quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. D.S. Cridge to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. And they really lean on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Achane again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
1st down, Dolphins.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
They send a receiver in motion right. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Now a toss play for A-Chan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Tua now from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 47. Connection made to Judy. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Ford. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Ford. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. To the ground with Ford. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Gabriel to the air now. He finds Njoku, complete. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. David Njoku, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns managed to tie this game. It's 13-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Going play action. Tagovailoa. He shovels this one forward. And this one does not go far.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
At the 26-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. The Browns close in and take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We've got dime on 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 3rd quarter lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Browns 13.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's Ford. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. He's got time here. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodge the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Here's Gabriel. Searches from the pocket. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he gets it away from his end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 15. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Gabriel here from the gun. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. A nice Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. From the gun, Gabriel stays in the pocket. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken at midfield. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff running left, A-Chain. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Dolphin first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A-Chain on the inside give. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside nabs him 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw, Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. Juke the defender. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Achane on the toss right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Design bootleg here. Finds his back. Achane. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Browns 13.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Yeah, and they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for A.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, ball at the 36. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Gabriel setting up to throw. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Slot receiver headed left. 2nd down carry for Achan. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now 2 at a throw. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Throw right side. Caught by Fannin. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Gabriel. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Oh, he's going to run for it.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
Scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down, here's Tua. Connects on the crosser. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Dolphin first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. H.A. running to the right. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Tua now from the gun. Hauled in by Waddle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal from 37 yards in the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Jukes one defender. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Gabriel's going to throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Here's Gabriel, 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 39. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. He's running for it! And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll stick with A.J. Into the second level past the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Dolphins can rest easy with a 3-score lead. There's a dive up the middle. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up here with a chance. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach. because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 7.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first.
At the 31.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now. Gabriel here from the gun. Steps up and he's running with it. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's good.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Ford. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To throw now, here's Gabriel. Dumped off to his running back. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.